Hey Saxons, it's Richie here at the band room. This is your first video of the season. In this video, we will be covering posture and marching fundamentals.
In this next segment, we'll be going over posture. There are 5 points of posture: head, shoulders, abdominals, waist, and feet. In the head, we can see that Javier's chin is parallel to the ground. For our head, we would want our chins to be parallel to the ground or a little bit above parallel. In this next segment, you could see that Javier is going a little too high with his chin. So just bear in mind that we would want our chin a little bit above parallel, at least 15 degrees, no more. In this next segment, we'll be going over the shoulders. As you can see in the video, that Javier has pulled his shoulders back and down. And that's ultimately what we want for our shoulders, to be back and down, to have our shoulders be nice and relaxed, but to be projecting our chest outward. In this next segment, you can see what is the wrong way to have your shoulders in. Right now, his shoulders is all the way forward. As you can see, it makes an awkward position. And then in this next segment, you can see that his shoulders are way up. It doesn't look relaxed at all, looks a little tense, and it's not all the way back and down. In this next segment, we'll be going over abdominal. So for the abdominal area, we want it to be engaged. As you can see in this video, that Javier is doing beautifully. And then here, you would want your waist and your fourth point of posture to be, let's say for an analogy, like a cereal bowl, you would want to not spill the milk. So for example, in this video right here, you could see in the beginning that Javier is pointing his butt back and leaning a little bit back, and then he started to lean a little bit too much forward, and then he gets back into proper position. Just follow the lines from the hips from front to back. As you can see that it kind of looks like a bowl. Just follow that. You would want your bowl to be flat, parallel to the ground, and yeah, just not spilling the milk. In this next segment, we were looking at our final point in posture. It is our feet. Our feet is at a 45-degree angle with our heels touching. As you can see in this next part of the video, you can see the heels are apart, the toes are out too wide. The toes are looks like it's fine for a 90-degree angle, but his heels are apart, so that's a big no-no. In this next segment, you can see the toes are too close together, even though the heels are together, but his toes are not at a 45-degree angle. The toes are much too close to each other. In this next segment, we'll be going over commands, and these are the very simple commands that we have that you should know. In terms of the complexity of commands, in terms of rehearsal etiquette and stuff like that, will be covered in future lessons. This command is for standby.
Stand by.
This next segment is going to be for attention.
Man,
This next segment is going to be for at ease.
at ease.
This next segment is going to be for horns up.
Horns up.
Here's another view of horns up.
Horns up.
And then here we're going to have horns down.
Horns down.
Another view of horns down.
Horns down.
As you can see, when we go into horns down and horns up, what position we have with our hands. So our right hand's going to be in a fist while our left hand is covering the fist. And our elbows are, like if we were to put our elbows on a table, it would be perpendicular to each other. And we would be creating a 90-degree angle within our hands and our elbows.
Here at the Saxon Regiment, the style of marching we do is straight leg.
So here you can see that Javier is going to go through the first point of activation, which is your thighs. Knowing that we need to activate our thighs by flexing it, we're going to add on the calves. So basically what the thighs does is straighten out your leg, as you saw in the previous video. Now in this video, what the calves does is that it helps keep your toes up. So this is our second point of activation for our straight leg technique. And then here, Javier is demonstrating a single marching step, which demonstrates the third point of activation, which is the ball of your feet. in which the muscle that you will be using is your AT muscle. So using your AT muscle is going to help you propel forward or backwards or whichever direction you need to go in marching. So that is the muscle right on top of your shins. And you would use that muscle to propel your left foot forward when you take your first step by pressing the ball of your feet on your right foot on the ground firmly and across for your first step. And here is a series of photos for our ballet vocabulary. So for the first photo, I'm going to be straightforward. It's going to be first position. And like I mentioned earlier, first position in ballet vocabulary is going to be 90 degrees, not 45. In this next photo, we have second position. So in second position, with the heels being together from first position, all you have to do is open up your feet just beyond shoulder width, and that is second position. And in here in this photo is third position. And to get to third position, you would need to collapse your right heel onto the right side of your left toes. Now, in the Q&As, we can go over this more in depth, but we rarely use third position in field show, but just for you guys to understand and know, in case we do use it, this is third position. In this photo, this is fourth position, and you literally just take your right foot about one step forward and have it be parallel to the heels of both your left and your right foot. And that is fourth position from third position. In this segment, we'll be demonstrating first position plie. Notice how my knees are going outwards and going over the toes, going straight down without compromising my third point of posture, which is my waist. In this next segment, you can see that I am doing a first position releve. So what releve means is to lift. So you literally just put your heels up and up to the sky. Same thing without compromising any of your points of posture other than manipulating your feet. In this next segment, you can see a second position plie. In a second position plie, same thing for the first position plie. Your knees should be going outwards. Your knees should be hitting just above your toes. When you look down, you should be able to not see your toes. Again, without compromising your points of posture. And here in rare cases in field show, we have second position releve. So this is literally the same thing as first position. The only difference is changing positions in terms of positioning of your feet, and it's the same thing. You just lift up your heels from the ground without compromising any points of posture. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you have any questions, feel free to bring it up in the next Q&As or just leave a comment on the classroom. See you next time. Later.